Welcome everyone, this is Michael Lee with Stock Picks Made Easy. Today's date is the 5th of June 2017 and we're just going to have a brief look at where we see the market heading over the next 4 or 5 days. Before we look at the current chart, just wanted to show you on those that aren't familiar with charting, which is the technicals of when you look at the share market looking to educate yourself and make money based on psychology and based on momentum. This is a chart that we could see in 2007 when we had our last financial crisis or a lot of volatility in the market. And what we're seeing right now is a similar pattern. So this is what we had from this year. We had a nice big, or I should say this was in 2007, which is a similar chart, nice big push up. We didn't have such a big drop back in March, but we did come back, and now we've rallied through the month of March, April and May, which is exactly what we've seen back in 2007. And then what we're expecting, if we have a look at the chart, we're expecting a similar kind of pattern. What we're seeing right now is to pull back during June, rally back up in July, and then it will be interesting to see there's a channel right here if we test that. So if we have a look at the chart of the current chart of 2017, you can see a similar forming pattern right now. So we had the rally in November in 2006 all the way up until March, which is where our top. We had that pullback that we just seen that we spoke about, and now we've run up to new highs into the month of May, starting at first week of June. And so this level here that we're talking about, a possible high for the week, is 2,455, possibly 2,480, but we don't see it hitting that target this week. Anything's possible. But if we look at the previous pattern, we are expecting a similar kind of move. The month of June going down, July running up until a rally, testing the top of the channel, maybe something like this, and then continuing back down. And then we'll see what happens in September. But September the 5th, as mentioned last week, is typically the high in the markets. Traditionally over the last 50 to 60 years. So that's what we're seeing in the market right here. And I want to also show you that there is cycles and studies done on the months. We have typical months that are up, months that are down, and if you just trade at those cycles in terms of the seasonal cycles, you can do quite well. So here is a look at a study that's showing from the year 1886 to 2012, which is basically about a 130-year study and showing you the cycles. Now, as you mentioned, if you looked at the charts, we start the year with Christmas. After Christmas rally, we go up in the month of January, pulling down late during January into February, rally up through March and April, sideways movement through May and June, then a bit of a peak up through July and August, and then here we go, the 5th of September, market heads back down until the middle of October. Then you see from there the Christmas rally, and overall the market is up 0.53% on average per month, which is about a 6% return. But if you were just to trade the months of, say, between end of October till end of December, you probably get about a 10% return just in that period. So let's have a look at another chart, which is 1987, which was a similar kind of cycle where we had a crash. October 19th. Black Friday, Black Monday, I believe it was. So here's the chart that we're just talking about. If you have a look, we talk about the cycles, right? We have the cycles going up until July, August consistently. Then you get the September. You start getting that correction, and then if you had understood the cycles, you would have been getting out at this period based on some other studies that we do. And then we had the big sell-off through October, through to the 26th of October, and then if you got back in when the cycle said it was clear to get back in on the 26th of October, you would have gained up here a 9.78 return on your money when everyone else was losing their money. So that's a look into the cycle work we do. It just gives you a talk about acquiring the tools you need for financial freedom. It's just understanding how the financial markets work and use it to your advantage to make money and profit. So I hope you found that useful information for this week's market review. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or evening, no matter where you are in the world. And bye for now, and I'll talk to you again next week.